The current research out there sucks, and in my opinion is not enough evidence to support its. Welcome to City Walk. Take order for you. This is why I hate. Cut straight to the chase. Supplements are just icing on the cake, and money is honestly better spent on your diet or a training membership. But if you are dabbling with PEDs, whether it be for competitive reasons or not, then there are some supplements that are going to be absolutely necessary. So as many of you guys know, I've been with EHP Labs for a minute. About 4 years ago, my girlfriend at the time, I don't even know if you can call it girlfriend. I don't know what people do these days. Do people even date these days anymore? My girlfriend at the time introduced the company to me, and I honestly love them. I got them from Jasmine Gonzalez. She says you get them shredded. You should try them. Oh. Then about like 2.5 years ago, they hit me up and I was like, holy shit, I love your products. I will literally drink your bathwater. Not only do I get the products I want, but now I can like force feed my girlfriend protein and force her to squat with me. Fucking done deal. I'm sold. And I still love EHP Labs, but as I've grown in my fitness journey over the last 4 years, doing research in bodybuilding, PEDs, and hormone therapy and such, I've realized that there are supplements that may better suit me and may more benefit me as well as my followers. That didn't really make much sense. So to keep this video as short and sweet as possible, there is a new pre-workout and pump product that has been in the market that I actually found through TikTok last year, funnily enough, that I've become a fan of and use consistently for the last 3 or 4 months or so. And I've gotten the creators of this product to agree to something really, really freaking sick, to create a wellness supplement line with me that I believe will greatly benefit my health as well as the health of my followers, especially those who will compete or even just dabble with PEDs. And to add on top of that, they've also agreed to work with me on making adjustments to a couple of their products that are not related to PEDs in a way that will further benefit my followers. And that company, my friends, is Huge Nutrition. Huge Nutrition! Huge Nutrition. Earthquake table's back. So the wellness line that we're going to be creating is going to consist of some pretty important organ protecting supplements such as ancillaries, things that will be fairly necessary to take if you're dabbling with PEDs. But to address the non-PED related stuff first and why I picked them to create this wellness supplement line together. I first started using Huge after a friend let me use a scoop of his pump serum before one of our workouts together, and the shit smacked, bro. Pump was literally Viagra level skin tanning, which makes sense considering the size of their scoop. The products are pretty turnkey. They're heavily dosed and they're full spectrum, so they don't need to be stacked, unlike a lot of companies who will literally make their supplements lacking in certain areas to entice you to buy more of their products and stack them together. I find that Huge has a huge serving size compared to its competitors with obviously very well researched ingredients, often near double the serving size, but obviously this equates to Huge's lower serving count for about a similar price. For those like me who respond to lower dosages, I honestly would recommend just taking even like a half scoop, which is normally what I do when I'm taking things like their stim pre-workout. But I mean, I personally take a full scoop of their pump because I literally love having a massive skin tearing pump. And I mean, unlike a stim, I don't really have to watch out for the total amount of like caffeine or stimulants that I need to limit myself to throughout the day. But honestly, don't just take it from me. Like, Huge is transparent, so they don't hide their ingredient makeup in proprietary blends like a lot of other companies. So look through the ingredients yourself and compare it with your favorite supplement company. So their pump serum, for example, is 744 grams for the total container. Now, weight doesn't always equate to quality and potent ingredient dosing, but I do believe it's a pretty damn good marker, especially if you can see through the ingredients that it consists of the ingredients that you would want in your own supplement. So I searched top pre-workouts on Google just to like find ones to compare to, and you know, funnily enough, Huge's pre-workout and pump serum popped up. But picking another pre on the list, for example Redcon 1, and then comparing the two together, we get Huge Rect is about $50 for 606 grams and 20 servings. Redcon 1 Total War is $40, 435 grams and 30 servings. Both Huge and Redcon 1 have a total amount of caffeine at about 325 milligrams per serving. If you count 100 milligrams of decaffeinated malate as 75% caffeine. Huge has 8 grams of L-citrulline and 3 grams of malic acid, whereas Redcon 1 has about 4 grams of L-citrulline and 2 grams of malic acid. Huge has 1.5 grams of agmatine sulfate, while Redcon 1 has 1 gram. Huge has 3 grams of betaine anhydrous, and Redcon 1 has none. And then finally, there's an assortment of other ingredients that differ slightly between Huge and Redcon 1. with nootropics such as lion's mane and also, you know, 600 grams of alpha GPC. So this video is not 3 hours long. You guys can look through all the supplements yourself and then analyze the ingredients yourself, see the makeup dosing, and then you can decide for yourself which one you want to try. I do advise trying them. So after looking at all the other companies, the one that I'd say that appears the most similar to you the one that I'd say appears the most similar to Huge would probably be Gorilla. That is if you equated about 1 scoop of Gorilla's pre-workouts to about 60% of a scoop of Huge's. Their makeup and their ingredient dosing, as well as I'd say maybe the price per amount of ingredient and dose used is pretty similar, especially when analyzing key ingredients such as caffeine, glycopump in pump serum, citrulline malate, and L-citrulline, which for example I think is one of the most promising ingredients when it comes to other health benefits such as cardiovascular and body composition improvements aside from gym pumps. There's no beta-alanine in pump serum, just wrecked. I know you like that shit, Derek Death Star. I don't know, I kind of like the butthole itches though. Try it yourself, maybe you like another sup, I don't know, it's just a supplement, but I personally found that with the ingredient makeup and the taste and everything else that I've experienced anecdotally from this, these two pre's are my current favorite in the market. I've also been using Huge's Formula 7 for intra-workout, which I think is absolutely bomb, and it's got cyclic dextrin in it as well as some creatine. Obviously you can buy your creatine separately. Creatine's super cheap, so it really doesn't matter where you get it from, whether you buy it separately or not. And something I genuinely did not expect, I'm doing my best not to be biased here, because you know, at first I really only liked EHP's taste in terms of their protein, but Huge's whey protein and vegan protein taste absolutely fucking insane. They literally both taste like a milkshake. Huge's vegan protein I love taking before bed, and they have, each flavor has like crisp pieces in them, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, I've tried Ghost, they also have like crisp pieces. Ghost is also, you know, a great tasting supplement company. EHP is a great tasting supplement company, but something about Huge feels like there's more substance and it's just thicker and it tastes more like a milkshake to me than the others. The others taste a little bit more watered down, but Huge, I literally just mix it with water and it tastes more like a milkshake and it's a little bit sweeter. Now regarding all the juicy shit that you guys love to hear, the PED related stuff, the supplement wellness line that we are launching together is going to consist of organ protecting supplements such as ancillaries. I can't tell people to take PEDs or steroids. That would be so hypocritical considering I was an avid Tour de France cyclist back in my competitive days, and I probably will be again if I compete again soon. But I genuinely like to make some positive impact on the world before I die, even if it comes at the cost of my reputation of me talking about such drug abuse. And one way I feel like I could do that is by sharing scientifically backed proactive ways that we can potentially preserve our health to the best of our ability and optimize our outcome in terms of health measures if one were to abuse PEDs. No cow protein bar, baby. Not sponsored by these, but these are fire. So regular supplements can help to an extent, but a person's opinion on whether or not that supplement is valuable to them or a waste of money simply lies in that person's budget and their priorities. So take pre-workout and whey protein, for example. These are amazing supplements that can help you get to your goals. Aren't totally necessary though. But say that, for example, you're competing as an IFBB pro in the competitive stage, or you're dabbling with PEDs. Say that your goals are to compete on the IFBB pro stage one day and you are on a budget, then supplements such as ancillaries and these organ protective supplements are supplements that you are going to need to spend your money on in order for you to preserve your health in the long run. And these are going to be things such as astragalus root, citrus bergamot, TUDCA for your liver, a bunch of other assortments of other ingredients. Taking these ancillary supplements combined with monitoring your blood work regularly, as well as doing your cardio and eating a healthy diet with, for example, good fats, EPAs and DHAs and more, is going to be our key to preserving our health in the long run if we're going to dabble with PEDs. I've come off of MK as I have started my cut. I wish I could consider this natty, but if you're on TRT, then you're not fucking natty, I guess. Natty, we're not on cycle. And this is mostly because I want to continue the regrowth of my hair as well as the restoration of the health of my skin. As you guys can see, has definitely improved in the last several months. That being said, doesn't mean I'm never going to take PEDs again, because I would like to step on stage again someday. So I will be taking these wellness support product supplements myself. So moving on, there's a couple supplements that Huge and I agreed to adjust together, and one of them is their BCAs. We've agreed to create a EAAs and BCAs product. Being straight up with y'all, I personally believe BCAs are not a credible enough product and thus not worth the value. But with EAAs, smack a scoop of that in your drink during the rave. Gotta stay anabolic, boys. They also agreed to create a nootropic product with less or no caffeine in it, as well as a separate mushroom nootropic product, so that these can be taken with your preferred sources of caffeine. So say that you guys like to drink green tea or coffee like me, then we can take this in the morning and then drink our coffee as well, and we don't have to overload on our caffeine for the day. All right, so you guys know that if there's anything I pride myself on, it's being 100% real with you guys. So pay for your gym and your diet first before doing any supplements. Then if you have extra money left over, go ahead and invest in yourself in supplements. And I would say pre-workout, protein, maybe creatine should be your first priorities in terms of regular supplements, especially if you're not doing PEDs. Supplements, just icing on the cake, but if I have a little bit of extra money, then I'm definitely gonna invest that extra money in myself. So I'm just gonna run through a bunch of Huge subs real quickly and rate them from 1 to 3, with 3 being, I think, the best value, and then like 1 being obviously not enough value for you to buy, as a simple way for you guys to kind of understand my stance on Huge's products and what I think are actually worth buying if you're on a budget. All right, so pump serum 3, pre-workout 3, whey protein and vegan protein 3, formula 7, not necessary, but I personally think is a 3. I love cyclic dextrin, and it also has your creatine in it. You can buy your creatine separately. Creatine's super cheap, really doesn't matter, but I do love intra-workout because I really do feel an improvement in my workout whenever I'm taking these products, especially when I'm on a cut or a slight deficit or low in calories, which honestly for me tends to be most of the time because I'm often trying to stay lean. If you're on a bulk and you're having trouble getting enough calories in, it's also another effective way for you to get a little bit of extra carbs in. Ecdysterone, 1 if you're tight on money. The current research out there sucks, and in my opinion is not enough evidence to support its value. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence out there though from a lot of people, just a lot of customers, not even sponsored athletes or anything, that have taken it and feel like they've been seeing a lot of gains. So then again, if you do have the budget for it, then I say maybe just like try it once and see if it helps you, and if it doesn't, well then Magnify, which is nitric oxide precursors for a sick pump. I'd put that as a 2 as a standalone. If you have pre-workout such as like pump serum or React Ready though, then I would honestly just put it as a 1. You don't really need it. Vital, which is their cardiovascular health supplement, I put this as a 3 if you are dabbling with PEDs. If you're natty, then this is probably a 1. Exterminate and eliminate, I'd put at like a 2 or a 3 if you're really trying to get cut and shredded, and a 3 if you have a big ass appetite like me. But I would make sure to take into account the extra amount of caffeine, especially if you're taking a pre-workout already. Utilize, I'd say, is not necessary to buy, and would only probably put at a 2 or 3 if you feel like you've become insulin resistant from something such as taking MK. I have been using Vital and Utilize, especially when I was on MK, because MK does increase your blood pressure and also increases your insulin resistance. They also have a product called Focus, which is one that I really freaking love, which is essentially like that nootropic product that I was saying that we would be creating together, except with the extra stimulants and caffeine. So that's something that I would watch out for, is that caffeine, in case you already have a cap on how much caffeine you're taking throughout the day. But it includes alpha GPC and lion's mane mushroom powder, L-tyrosine, and a lot of other great nootropics and stimulants as well, hyperzine A. And I actually took this product this morning because I was going to make this video, and honestly it really does help immensely. Helps me stay on top of my shit, because otherwise I'd be stuttering nonstop, especially because I'm on the Arachidone, which is a debatable supplement. It's going to make you extra sore. I saw, what's his name? RX Muscle. Welcome to RX. Dave Palumbo. It's Dave Palumbo, guys. Dave Palumbo back with another video. Not back on Dave Palumbo. I fucking love Dave Palumbo. A lot of people claim that testosterone is working for them too, but you got your old school creatine, You guys can get creatine by yourselves, but if you don't want to drink that grainy, disgusting micronized creatine in a scoop, then you've got this dope ass creatine in a pill bottle. I just take Formula 7 that has the creatine in it. Finally, Hibernate is a product that I've been using occasionally whenever I feel like I need to get to sleep and I'm having trouble going to sleep. I don't want to use it every single day because I personally don't want to rely too much on substances such as melatonin, but it does have GABA, L-tyrosine, and L-theanine, as well as 5-HTP, which is a precursor to melatonin, which will all help immensely in you getting to sleep and has been helping me get to sleep as well. Woo! Graham cracker is pretty damn dank, but for the vegan protein IMO is the marshmallow flavor. That shit is bomb. It's got tiny pieces of hard marshmallow in it. It's like Lucky Charms, bro. If you guys want a sick discount off of these and you guys also want to support my videos, you can use code Nyle at your checkout for Huge Nutrition and it'll get you guys a sick ass discount. They also have other products such as a testosterone booster, but if you guys are genuinely feeling like you are experiencing low testosterone, I would personally recommend that you guys literally just get that checked out and get your blood work done somewhere, wherever. If you want to get a comprehensive blood work analysis and some medical advice, then you guys can get your blood work done by clicking the link in my description. If it turns out you do have low T and you feel like your symptoms of low T just suck enough that you want to improve your T and you don't want to jump on TRT, then Transcend has an option where they use both HCG and enclomiphene to boost your testosterone to a much more optimal range. And this is pretty sick because then you can quote unquote keep your natty card because you don't have to inject testosterone for the rest of your life. If you do want to inject testosterone though, they also have TRT. Those doctors aren't just going to prescribe you anything. They will tell you what they believe that you need. If you don't need testosterone for any reason or anything, they'll let you know that you may not need it. Obviously, if you guys are just scared people are trying to sell you shit, make sure that you do your research first and ensure that this is something that you are willing to take. Finally, a majority of the clothes I wear are from Young LA, and then you guys can also use code Nyle for a sick 50% off discount off of those too. They got restocks every week. Thank you very much. Please come again. Love y'all. Peace.